The shit I make is timeless and I'm constantly reminded. From here on out it's only pluses and it's never minus. Until they see me on their timeline, they never mind it. Everybody on it now, they want to get behind it. Still great even after when I close my eyelids. Go to sleep, have a dream.
What's up, world? How y'all doing? This is the Ikeconic Podcast, where seeing is believing and dreaming is achieving. So I just kind of wanted to break down why I chose that mantra, that motto for it. Pretty much when people see things, they oftentimes don't necessarily think that they can do it, but they admire it. So when I said seeing is believing, I wanted to have people on my podcast that they saw something that they wanted, they saw something that they wanted to achieve, and then they went out and did that. And then seeing is, damn, I messed up the mantra. Seeing is, what did I say? Welcome to the Ikeconic Podcast. We're seeing is believing and dreaming. I didn't make this last night. Seeing is believing and dreaming is achieving. So when you see it, you believe it. And when you're dreaming it, oftentimes when people think of dreaming, it's a fantasy. It's not real. It's in another world. It's just unachievable. Dreaming becomes achieving. Dreaming is achieving. And those things are synonymous. So the Ikeconic Podcast, where dreaming is, we're seeing is believing and dreaming is achieving. It's episode 2. We here with the amazing Tys Johnson, NFL athlete, NFL running back for the New York Jets, gun lover, tattoo connoisseur, a man of many talents. How you doing today, bro?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Bro, stop talking so soon.
I'm just playing. Appreciate you, Slim, man. You know how to make this little journey on out here.
For sure. I appreciate you coming.
Journey,
yeah,
ice,
I appreciate you coming out here last minute, man. You have insurance, so I'm sure you would have been good.
Nah,
but this dude, I've known this dude since my freshman year of college. I would even go as far as saying he's my best friend, man. Would you say I'm your best?
I wouldn't like this guy. No, I'm just like, yeah, this my brother's best friend, man.
This is my guy, bruh. And I'm only gonna say this on the podcast here, so don't take this and run with this. But this guy has definitely been a peer mentor to me, like a dude that has taught me how to be a professional, how to be a college student. He's taught me a lot of good things and a lot of bad things. Don't get it twisted. And definitely been a good mentor to me, a role model, somebody that I look up to. I see the things that he's doing, and I'm like, I want to go just as hard in the things that I'm doing, and maybe even pursue just other things, you know what I mean? So we talk about a lot of things. We're always laughing. We've been to a lot of different places, but yeah, this is my guy for us. So I'm excited to have you on the podcast. Thanks so much for being here. And yeah, let's get it cracking, bro. How's your day going? How's everything? How's everything with you?
It's good, bro. Just chilling.
Yeah.
I ain't done nothing since the season ended, so I guess be chilling, doing whatever, making little journeys, little trips to wherever I'm down here with you in VA and everything. So
I feel you.
Just trying to get right, man.
What's so the NFL season is done for you, unfortunately. What is your postseason looking like? What do you have planned for the next couple of weeks or the next couple of months?
Man,
what you got in mind?
I don't want to do nothing.
Where we about to go, bro? Cancun, Miami.
Nah, what's it called? I just wanted to take the time this year because last year, I started working out a week after the season.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I ended up kind of messing up my body a little bit. And so this year, talking to my agent, different vets and everything, I'm like, nah, I'm not working out until.
Take it easy. It's year 2. Yeah.
I'm not working out until maybe February. And so when February comes, I'm gonna go down to Texas again. You were down there with me right when COVID actually.
Yeah, when COVID really.
We
didn't even get to hit the city for real. COVID smacked us in the face and said, "Stay in the house."
Yeah,
so
we were supposed to go to Houston, have a good time, work out, this and that. But I remember we were just chilling in the crib every single day.
I enjoyed it, honestly. It was just fun just chilling. But
went to the boot
barn. Store, yeah. We had a good time out there, bro. So. But tell the people a little bit about who you are and where you come from, your little old town. Tell them, let them know who you are, bro.
Little Western Maryland, Cumberland.
You can't even call
that's
West Virginia, bro. You can't even call that Maryland.
It really is West Virginia. I went over there and bought an upper for an AR and everything. You could do whatever West Virginia.
Yeah, it's no rules out there.
What's it called? Cumberland, Maryland. I think there's only about 20,000 people.
Jeez.
And I think it's still I think it's the poorest city in Maryland. I think.
Dang.
You can check that on me. I know in 2015 it was, and I think it was the 6th poorest in the country. Yeah, something like that in 2015. You can check me on that. I don't really know. But coming from little country slums out there, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So that's what it was. Had good times, had bad times out there. Still grateful for where I come from, obviously.
For sure.
Definitely had a few people that have been in my corner ever since I was a jit and everything. So. Don't
get it twisted. when he goes to Cumberland, he's a hometown hero. I've been in the city with him. We'll be at the gas station. How about the car? They'll be like, is that Ty Johnson? We'll be at the restaurant. The waiter will come up. Oh my God, it's Ty Johnson. So he being modest.
Ask Jake about it, man. We went to DH. Shout out DH's, man. We went there and couldn't even eat our food.
It's
man.
crazy.
Bro.
It's crazy. So when did you get into football? What made you get into football, and how early was that?
So I think I was in like the 2nd or 3rd grade, and I remember I had a kid in my class named Andrew.
Okay.
Andrew Cole, I think. He came in. You know how like when you play Pee-wee, middle school, even high school, like you wear your game jersey the day before a game. And he was wearing this Raiders jersey, and I was like, hey, what's that, man? Like, that looks tough.
Raiders jersey,
you know what I'm saying? And he was, I play for, the Raider Pee-wee team, this and that. And then next thing I know, I went to my mom. I was like, hey, I want to play football. And I was like, so what's the youngest age you can play? Like 7 contact?
Yeah,
like
I don't even know. Yeah, like 7. I feel like it's 7U.
They weren't trying to let me play because I was 6 because I had a late birthday, but they let me play, and I was getting clapped out that joint. I ain't even gonna lie. I was wearing like number 42 or something like that. I was getting clapped out that joint. And then as it kept going on, like I started to like it even more and more because I could start like, I was faster than everyone else. So,
yeah, for sure.
And then, and then went over to the Cumberland Saints or whatever, started balling. I was at linebacker, fullback, running back, safety, you feel me?
PU.
and then like, I just kept going from there. And then I think like my 8th grade year, I didn't even play any ball. I just played basketball. Like I was hooping at Salvation Army in Cumberland, man. I was out there hooping with like Tyler Small with everybody. Got to high school, 9th grade. I was still fast, but got 10th grade, got moved up right into the off season, right after the 9th grade season. Got moved to the varsity, made some plays sophomore year, junior year, kind of broke out at the end of the year.
What was y'all record each of these years?
I forget my freshman record. We were some buns.
For real?
Yeah, and then my sophomore year, I think we lost like 5 games out of 14 or something like, I don't know. We lost in the playoffs. And then my senior year, we went 28-0. So
dang.
2 back-to-back state
championships. 2 back-to-back champs. Sheesh.
We had some goons on there.
For real?
I would like, it just sucks because there's so much talent that could play at the next level.
But they didn't get the exposure.
Yeah, man. So, being in Cumberland, no one would go out there. But, then I got my offer going into my senior year from Maryland. Went down there for the only camp I ever went to was a Maryland camp, other than a Nike football one, like 1 year or whatever. But I went to Maryland football camp going into my sophomore year and then going into my senior year, I think. And that's when they offered me on the spot that day.
What do you think in your eyes? What do you say, like, this is why they offered me? This is why like I made it out of Cumberland and got that offer to Maryland. That changed the trajectory of my life.
I just ran fast, bro.
You just ran fast.
Yeah.
And how did you start running fast? Was that like you was just running in the cornfields in Cumberland?
I tell you, it's
how
crazy.
Did it happen?
Like, it's crazy because like most of my family is like white, and like when I was Pee-wee, they used to call me slave feet. Now that I think about it, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm like, damn, they doing me dirty.
Yeah, they doing you dirty.
But I was always just running. Like Coach Apple, was a big mentor to me, like a father figure to me.
Your head coach at Cumberland, yeah.
And he was like, people that run fast just run fast all the time.
Yeah.
So like, anytime I ran, like it was full speed.
Yeah. I even saw that in Maryland. You would just always finish through the line, always, no matter what, always get into the end zone. And that's just the mentality you got to have if you're going to be successful. So
they offered me that day. They were like, because I was going to go for running back and DB, the Maryland camp, because it's like a 2-day thing. Like, early morning and afternoon. And they were like, just go at running back. And I was dogging everybody.
For real?
Like during the lunch period or whatever, in Gossett, old Gossett.
Yeah, good old Gossett, man. Hey, flashbacks, bro, chill out.
Doing, damn, what's it called? Tug of war, Darnell Savage for breakfast in the morning.
You might have to bleep that out. We signed NDAs.
But Coach Etzel offered me and stuff, and he was like, I want you here. And then after the end of the day, I came to him. I was like, "Oh, this is what I want to do. Like, I want to be here. Like, I don't even care about anybody else. Like,
that's tough.
I want to be here. It's my first offer. Y'all gave it to me.
I'm
rocking with y'all. Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
So if you believe in me, I believe in you. So that's how it went for real.
So coming to Maryland out of that small school in Cumberland, what was it like, the learning curve for you? What was it like your freshman year getting accustomed to playing college football? Because I'm sure the dudes that you were playing with out in Cumberland might not have been the biggest or the strongest. So when you came to Maryland, like, what was your mentality? What were you expecting?
I don't even know. Like, you know, I came from a 1A school where there's 750 kids. You feel me? And
not a lot. Yeah.
I came from a wing T offense. That's it. And then we had Coach Loxley as the offensive coordinator. I'm like, bro, I don't even know. I can't pick this shit up. And then, you know, you had the Yannick Ngakwe's, you know, you had the Jermaine Carters. Everybody.
Wasn't Quentin there too at that time?
Yeah.
Head buses.
Yeah, I remember I was at practice running. I kept running to the outside, and Q Jeff and Yannick both grabbed me. They tried slamming my little ass. I said, yeah, this isn't it. Yeah. So you was like, I got to put on some weight. Yeah, bro.
What'd you come into college at?
I came in at like 179.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah. And then what did you graduate college at? What was your end weight?
I graduated at like 217, 215.
That's solid.
So, yeah, bro. You
got all your meals in. Yeah, I feel you.
Shout out Coach Core for making me eat 3 times a day with the snacks.
Shout out to Coach. Yeah. So
oh, shit.
So what would you say your best memory at Maryland was? What football wise and then off the field wise? We did a lot of crazy stuff, but we won't talk about that. Let's keep it PG. But what's your best memory football wise? Let's go with that one first.
Football wise, probably just that whole sophomore year. Had 1,000 yards.
Yeah. What was your best game memory? Best performance?
Best performance had to be that.
Was it Minnesota?
Nah, it was Purdue my sophomore year. I had like 7 carries and 207 yards.
That was my freshman year, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That was at home?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Purdue.
I remember that jump.
And
all long runs.
Yeah, bro. It was just breaking them off. And
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably the greatest. And then being able to go to the bowl game. You weren't there. You had to, travel
to
overseas.
Africa. Yeah, listen, my freshman year, the only year that Maryland made it to a bowl game, my dad said, we are going to Africa this year. And he told me in November after we had already become bowl eligible. I was so heated, but that was the last time I let my father tell me what to do. After that, I was like, yeah, this is it. So I missed the bowl. I got the bowl gifts, but I didn't get to go to Detroit. But I ended up going to Detroit after you got drafted. So it all worked out in the end. So like when you finished playing college football, what was your mindset going into training? I know you kind of had that chip on your shoulder because people were counting you out. They didn't give you the combine invite. How did that feel? Like, what was your mindset going into the all-season training?
I was just going to let everyone know, like, I'm coming for him. You feel me?
For sure.
I was watching that pro day, or not the pro day, the combine on the TV. I was just sitting in my room. I was like tapping my foot and everything because I was hot. Seeing everybody run, I was like, damn, these motherfuckers slow. Like they ain't running.
Bro. Nah, I feel you.
Oh, running backs at least. I was like, none of them are running. Like, you feel me? And
good
I was
numbers.
like, damn, bro. And like, I was like, I'm going to be a test warrior. Simple as that. Like, I know I'm going to be straight. I'm going to execute all my interviews, all that. So I was like, damn, bro. If I just had the opportunity to go, I was like, my stock could have went through the roof because I missed like 5 games my senior year.
Everything happens for a reason. That's all it is. And it's crazy because I remember we've been roommates for the longest since probably like halfway through my freshman year. And his senior year, my junior year, he would always be like, yeah, when I get drafted, this is gonna happen. Not like in like a way to show off, but like he was kind of like just manifesting it. And a lot of folks were thinking like, yeah, you'll probably be undrafted, but I always noticed that you were just like, I'm gonna get drafted. And that's the way that you got to think about a lot of things. And you got drafted. I remember when you got drafted, I called you was hyped. What was that feeling like getting drafted on draft day?
Man,
did you cry?
Oh yeah.
Did you cry? You a sucker. You cried.
Fuck you. What's it called? Because I remember like, I was like, damn, like, he's 6th round. And then my buddy Travis Fulgham, he's with the
Big
Eagles.
Trav.
He went, 184, and then literally the Detroit Lions were up again. It was crazy. I went on a top 30 visit with him, and they said, don't let anyone know you're here. Like, don't post it, don't do nothing, no pictures in the facility, nothing. Like, I was like, all right.
Yeah.
And so I get a call.
Treating you like a side piece. That's wild.
And I get a call, and they're like, hey, this is Tys, Bob Quinn, Coach Patricia, like, we're drafting you, next pick. And it was 185s on the screen right now. And I'm like, my heart started racing. I was like, these playing
they
with
lying.
me.
They capping, man. They capping, man.
And then, so that happens. I see my name on the screen. I was like, damn, like, my name's on the screen. You feel me? And, like, I hugged my mom. My mom could start bawling. And, like, it wasn't, like, a sense of, like, I made it, but it was a sense that, like, I'm stepping into the right direction.
Yeah,
for
sure.
like, to set myself up for myself, my future family, and my current family right now. That, because it's new money that I want to make into generational wealth.
Exactly.
So
that's the way to go.
It was like, I was like, I'm about to put on now. Like, it's time to go. So that was that. And then after, that day was over, had a few drinks with the family, this and that.
That's only right. You celebrate.
A few IG followers happened. I was feeling myself, but you know, it was just one of those things. I was like, all right, after that day was over, the next day I was like, all right, when do I get my playbook?
Mm-hmm.
Who do
Just
I need to talk to?
Yeah.
Like, let's get to work and let's get popping because, like, I'm ready to do some things, trying to get right. So,
yeah,
you know, that was what
a lot of people see it as like they work their whole lives to finally get drafted and get to that point, but that's just where the work starts. You know what I mean? You got to keep applying the pressure so you can stay at that top level because you play with good guys in college, but once you get the NFL, all those dudes are out there trying to feed their families. You know what I mean? So it's just amazing to see that you put all those things into fruition. What would you, when you got drafted, you moved out to Detroit, what was going through your mind? Like, what was your first big purchase? I want to know that. What was your first big purchase with that bread? When you seen them commas hitting your account, how was you feeling? For you was feeling different?
I was like, damn. But the thing is, I was like, damn.
I've been broke.
I can't eat. But what's it called? It's crazy because T.J. Hawkinson, 8th overall pick, was my roommate.
Big money.
And he was like, bro, I was like, man, toss me $1 or something, bro. But
millions.
I'm telling you. But I don't pocket watch.
Yeah, nah, I feel you.
He's a great guy, great dude. One of the coolest dudes you ever meet. But what's it called? I think I bought like a supercharger for my V6 Challenger. Like I was so impatient with getting a Challenger. I just got a V6 other than just waiting
to get the V8.
Get the Hellcat, you know. So that was my first one, and then I really didn't buy anything crazy until like my birthday. Like I got like a Louis bag for my birthday, like months and months later.
Yeah.
But that was really it for real. My biggest expenses are training, really. So.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, this dude is super frugal, bro. Like, we be in that joint rock, paper, scissors over who gonna pay for the next one. But, yeah, it's smart to be like that because just because you have the money doesn't mean you need to spend it. You know what I mean? So it's good to see that you're doing that. But you do like guns and you do like tattoos. Tell the people a little bit about that. Where did that come to be? Just being in the country, liking the guns, liking shooting the guns, they make you feel powerful?
Yeah, I feel like Rambo. Shoot, you already know, man, like, I got 5 guns now. Building 2 more.
Yeah.
I got Bear Creek AR. I got the Rock Island.
Yeah.
That
1911 is
1911
torch. I'm definitely gonna get one soon, licensed.
Yeah,
for sure.
Of course, everything I have is legal too, so don't get fooled.
Right.
Yeah, it's all legal. 2 9s, and then I got that baby Ruger just last week and everything. So I don't know. And my aunt, like, she was in the military. All my family was mostly in the military too. So it was just like, I don't know, like. First time I got the chance to shoot a gun back in high school, like it was a shotgun, shooting at tomatoes and shit. I was just like, I like this. So. What
about the tats? When did you start getting tatted?
I got tatted sophomore year of high school. Got a cross right there on the arm. Everyone's like first tattoo when they're young is like a cross or some shit.
Or something, yeah.
I asked my mom. I was like, she was like, if you score like 3 touchdowns or had this many yards,
she made you work for it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so then going into my senior year or whatever. We were playing Surrattsville, if you know who that is.
Yeah, I know.
They got like the Superman S on there.
Yeah, the S, and they all green. We played them a couple times at Northwestern. They clapped us.
But nah, because they didn't like the cold. They came up all the way to Cumberland to play us. They didn't like that.
Yeah, didn't like that, yeah.
But I was like, Mom, if I tee off on them, like, let me get my chest tatted next. So I ended up getting my chest tatted. Just a Bible verse, and then I ended up getting more done when I was in college. But everything had a meaning. For real, I have maybe like 4 or 5 that don't.
Just
now,
random, yeah.
But
it's just like, art, though. Your body is a canvas, and you can paint it however you want. So that's how I see it.
It's like your house.
Exactly,
so, you feel me?
For sure, yeah.
That's how. It's good. I like tattoos,
I
guns,
feel you.
man.
Cars,
that's it.
What would you say is your most meaningful purchase that you've made since you started playing professionally?
I mean, you already know, but buying a crib for my mom and everything.
That's tough, yeah.
That's
When did you do that? That was recent. That's something that you did recently.
I'm still closing on it right now. I just gotta send
That's amazing, bro.
Papers out and stuff. But,
every dude's dream, bro.
Yeah,
you in the right direction with that. I gotta dap you up for that one. That's tough,
bro. But yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's my mom's the one that kind of took care of me growing up. It's just me and her. I mean, I had my sister and my older brother and stuff too, but like been through
a lot. Yeah, I know.
We've been through some crazy stuff because me and her. So it was like, I'm not gonna get into. I'll get emotional and shit.
Yeah, nah. But, I don't want no tears on this junk.
Yeah, but nah, it's everything.
It's a nice table.
It happens for a reason. You feel me? And that just made me want to grind harder and everything. So
I feel you.
It is what it is.
So who would you say is your favorite running back all time that you like to watch or that you've watched in the past?
I mean, I don't really like saying I have a favorite one now because I'm at the same level as these guys.
Not like dudes that you're playing with, but
okay, I got you. Like growing up, growing up.
The greats,
you. I feel like I definitely like the Clinton Portis, you know, the Reggie Bush, like those guys were dogs. The Walter Payton, because he was just an old school, like he was dogging people. You feel me?
Yeah.
So Emmitt Smith, all those guys. And it's just crazy watching those guys. Like, even, you know, I got the chance to be teammates with Adrian Peterson and Frank Gore. Like, I was watching them when I was like 6, 7, 8 years old. You feel me? So, like,
that's amazing.
You
watching them.
you
watching them dudes on TV, and then you like, you still here, Frank? Golly,
that's
crazy.
Like, damn.
And Frank Gore has a son that's in college now, so it's like these dudes have been doing it for a long time. So
they've been grinding for it. Man. They built different. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was like, I couldn't
do it for that long. Have you ever been like starstruck? Like, you seen a dude, like a player, or like a patent? It doesn't have to be a current player, but like a past player, where it's like, dang, that's really cuz. What about when you met Calvin Johnson?
Oh, bro, that shit was crazy. Like, he was doing, like, I worked at camp with him with a few of my other former teammates in Detroit, and he was like doing receiver stuff with the receivers. And bro, his feet, he was in some khakis.
And this is retired Calvin, bro. This is retired
Calvin. He was
Calvin.
in some khakis and his feet, and I was like, do that again. And then, like, Joe Flacco, like, he was a teammate this past year.
That's tough.
And obviously, you know, Frank and Adrian, but, you know, I'm going to play it cool because, like, I was like, you my teammate, man.
Your teammate, so you got to play it cool,
But Calvin Johnson, I was like, yeah, he's dope. And then, I'm not going to lie, Tavon Austin, just because, like, he played my high school in the state championship when I was, like, way young, and I was watching him cook our team. I was like, damn, like, played against them when I was in Detroit. 2019 against the Cowboys. He's warming up, catching punts and everything. I'm like, bro, like, I remember watching you, bro. Like, I guess I had to tell you that, like, you cutting up and you still doing this shit. You feel me? So I was like, Dunbar High School, man. I hate y'all.
Shit is crazy, bro. So we know playing in the NFL is great and all, but, you know, it comes to an end. You know, NFL stands for what? Nipple fondling liaison. It's like everybody says the NFL stands for not for long. What are your plans for post football? What do you want to do? What do you have in mind?
You know, open up a gym and everything in a few locations. You know, I'm already into stocks and everything.
For
like
sure,
you know, we talk about that every day.
Every day we be on the stock game, man. Tap in Ikeconics at Instagram.com.
Big shout out to himself.
You gotta plug yourself, man. It's only right.
And then, I mean, that's really what it is. Like, even when I was home in the off season, the past years, like I trained like my old high school team and everything.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's just what I like doing. I like being away from it. I definitely want to be around football in some capacity.
For sure.
I don't know if I want to be a coach per se, because that's like seeing coaches now.
It's
you
a big
like
commitment, bro. Yeah,
like that's like their life for real. But I don't know, man. Like, I just want to be able to stack the bread up and be able to retire and like have that passive income coming in, have some buildings, all that, bro. So getting some real estate. I don't know, man. I know there's things I want to do, but you know, obviously, as time goes on, you think of new things that you like or you don't like, whatever. So it's just one of those things. Like, hopefully, you know, get into some stuff like that and live my best life.
Nah, it's only right. So what's something that most people don't know about you? What's one little fact that most people wouldn't even know? Like, dang, Ty really did this. Like, he really watches this.
Okay. I really don't know. Everybody kind of knows, like.
It's something, bro. You know, I know a lot of things, but to the outside world, there's things that people don't know. Like, what's a good? I could probably think of one for you, like anime.
Oh,
right,
yeah. But I'm saying, my IG profile.
I guess so.
Is an anime. You feel me? So
yeah,
it's
you're right.
Like, you know, but I definitely like. I don't know. I like the home improvement shows too. Like,
for real,
yeah,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
that's
like,
kind of weird,
bro. Because it's like I want, like, you know, we both talk about we want to buy a house in Texas, this and that. It's like, bro, I would love to build a house, like, you feel
for sure,
me?
yeah,
like,
in Texas, yeah,
in
for
Texas,
Texas
for
the
sure,
spot.
yeah.
We moving,
So,
it's happening.
Like, that's one of those things, and you know, like, honestly, like, I don't know, like, you already know this too. Like, I'm not very sociable and everything. Like, I'm very introverted.
Yeah,
yeah.
For sure.
So, like, honestly, like, I could really like just be by myself for days and hours, and like I don't like talking. I don't like talking to people most of the time. As much as like I am out in the open and I talk to people this and that, it's just like I like being by myself. Like, I love, you know, having that quiet state of mind, being around myself and everything, and just think, because I already overthink a lot. So,
yeah, I feel that.
You feel me? Just being able to decompress and everything. You feel me? That's definitely just, you know, one of those things for real. But definitely the home improvement show.
Home improvement.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So what would you say are your plans for 2021, this new year? What are your goals? What are your plans? What do you have in mind to be the best you?
be the best me, man. Self-love, you know, take care of my mental health.
Mental health is important, man.
So, you know, that's obviously, you know, that's a big thing for me. And I'm very proud that you've been doing that and stuff like that. I want to be able to, you know, reach out to other people like my high school or anywhere like that, talk about mental health and stuff like that, because that means a word to me. You know, and that really plays part. Like, if your mental health is on point, like, everything else in your life's gonna be on point.
It's gonna go with your mind leads your body. So
exactly. And then just
and soul.
You know, I'm generally a negative person too, so it's like making sure everything is in positivity, and I make sure I make everything that I want to come true, bring it to fruition by saying it, speaking it, living it. You feel me? So that's the best way I think I could do it for myself. And whatnot, and just, you know, be me, you know what I'm saying?
Be the best you can be. Yeah, every day you wake up is a new opportunity to be the best you can be. That's all you can do, man. So this is going to be a great year. I feel it for you. I feel it for me. Just stay healthy. Focus on what you can focus on. Control the controllables, as a old wise coach once said. But thank you so much for being on the podcast, man. It's been great having you. If you want to follow him, go ahead and plug your Instagram. What's your Instagram, Twitter, social media? What's your Instagram name?
IG is T Johnson 2442. It's a little Piccolo picture.
It's a little
from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
film me,
he's a weirdo. So thanks for being on the podcast. It was great having you. We'll catch you later. Thanks for joining the Ikeconic Podcast. This podcast is sponsored by Roy Water. Whether you're an athlete, a professional, college, or high school athlete, this water is for performance. It's magnesium rich. It'll help your body recover and be the best athlete you can be. Thank you.
The shit I make is timeless and I'm constantly reminded. From here on out, it's only pluses and it's never minus. Until they see me on their timeline, they never mind it. Everybody on it now, they want to get my